What's up, everybody? This is BakaBites. I'm Frankfurter. That is Magically Average. And today it is our Winter 2025 preview. We are doing another preview for the winter season. And by another, I mean just another episode of our preview series. So, as always, we are on livechart.me, winter 2025 season, and we are starting at near the bottom of the list. I won't say totally at the bottom. We're skipping a couple rows because they are second seasons and kind of kid shows. Granted, the one we're starting on is second seasons and kid shows, but
yeah.
But what you know what? It's near the end of it, so
Yeah.
regardless. But yeah, the way we're gonna do this, we're gonna start at the bottom of the list. We're gonna go through it, and anything that we don't know, have zero clue what the heck it's gonna be. We're gonna read the synopsis, tell you guys if we are gonna watch it, give it 3 episodes or 1 episode, or just flat out fuck no. So
One update.
Oh,
This is the first time in recent memory where the full Crunchyroll watch list has already been published.
most of it.
Most
But
of
yes,
it, yeah.
the main headlines of what they are going to do has been published. Usually, normally we record these, and then the following day or the day we post the episode, the entirety of the list comes out, and we're like, well,
Yeah.
fuck us. So
Don't we look dumb? Don't we have egg on our face?
We're not going to look dumb, but we are behind the game this time. So,
Yeah.
without further ado, livechart.me. We are starting with Witchy Precure Mirai Days, which is a direct sequel at Grown Up Fans. Huh. No, I'm still good.
Yeah. It's weird that they categorize it as being directed or like aimed at grown-up fans. It's interesting.
But at the same time, it's probably a good note. Maybe there's a bit more romance to it than normal or something. I don't know. I don't really watch magical girl shows, minus one from this past season, but that's besides the point.
Yeah.
Yeah, this one is a no for me.
Yeah.
All right, next up, Unite Up, Unibirth. I think this is probably just another entry in the Unite Up series. I feel like I've seen the show every other season. There's a new season for it. No synopsis, done by Cloverworks. It's a male idol show. Yeah. What are you staring at?
The middle guy who's blonde and the gentleman next to him who has got purple hair, they look like they just pasted the same face but made one wink.
A little bit, yeah. And the middle guy, the one with the orange hair, looks like a male version of what's her face from Promised Neverland.
Oh God, I know what you're talking about. I can't remember
the main girl's name. So
I like how they're like, we're different because we all have different colored hair.
Yeah, that's how it works.
That's how you know they're different. Yeah, I know.
One's a lighter shade of dark blue, and then there's a darker shade of dark blue.
Yeah, it's called Cyan and Navy. Look it up.
Oh, sorry.
There's also blonde and like orange and then red.
And brunette.
Yeah.
They've got all the colors of the rainbow, okay?
Look at them all. Look at them. It's beautiful. I'm not going to watch it, though.
Not going to watch it. Next up,
Nope.
Head Start at Birth Season 2. Didn't watch Season 1, and this does not look like a show I will watch, so we're not going to watch it.
Very odd. So normally, like, if you're following us on live chart, great. If you're watching us do the live chart thing, even better. If you're not, this is odd. It's one of the few ones that only has 2 links. Normally, all of them have like a plethora of links to like the trailer or their Twitter page, anime list, the site that they're going to be streaming on, like anything that gives like a news source to it. There's literally 2. It's a website and then my anime listing. That's it. It's like the first time I've ever seen that.
It's also a short form season, and the studio's DVD.
No, it's more just odd from that standpoint because it's also 19 days away versus the first 2 we've already named are 25 days away, and they have like still more at least.
But it's still very odd that there's no studio attached to this.
Oh, it's short form. Short form being 2-minute and 55-second episodes.
Usually short form's like 10 minutes.
Yeah.
So that's
it's like a commercial. I think their time slot is 3:55 a.m. Eastern to 4 a.m. Eastern, so whatever that translates to in Japan. So I think that would be like 4:55 p.m. to 5 p.m. I want to say 13 hours. Right. I think it's 13 hours. They're 13 hours ahead. So yeah, it might be like the like the after school quick little like short clip special.
Regardless, we've spent entirely way too much time on a
I
show.
just it's interesting. We have never
It
seen
is.
that before. All
Fair
right,
enough.
moving on.
Moving on. Aquarion Myth of Emotions, action fantasy mecha sci-fi done by Cited. This is an original.
I like
The
I like the designs.
It almost reminds me of that DS game that got a adaptation. The World Ends with You almost. It's got like the
Yeah.
kind of short, stubby body type
Yep.
animation, but the eyeballs are different. So, but yeah, I don't know how I feel about this one. The art seems intriguing, but not intriguing enough to get me to watch it.
Yeah. I mean, I'm never a mecha person. It's never been my cup of tea, but it being original could pique my interest. So
Yeah, because we have the original shows we've been getting like
they're few.
recently, I feel like have been less than stellar.
They're few and far between.
Yeah,
Right.
they've been few and far between this year. I
We
feel
had
like.
we had awesome ones like Jellyfish and Train to the End of the World, and then we had not so awesome ones like Metallic Rouge, which was upsetting because it was awesome for like the first 4 episodes and then just took a nosedive off a cliff. So
Yeah, you can even say the same thing for Train to the End of the World. It kind of petered out near the end.
I mean I liked how it kept with the complete and utter
Oh, I did too.
chaos of it all, but
Yeah,
I don't. It was hard competition with Jellyfish. I don't think many original series were going to get close to that, but it was basically like this year's Licorice Recoil. Like nothing was really going to touch it. But I'll keep it on
again,
I'll keep it on like my
one episode.
not even one episode, just my feelers list. Like if I see trending or like if people say like, oh man, it's like really good. It's like a super duper deep cut sleeper type pick for a great anime for winter, I'd be like, all right, I'll give it a try then. I don't think I'm gonna kind of pick it out as like I have a downtime, I'll watch an episode or two. I think I have to be like really convinced because again, it's if it's mecha based, it's just not my like area. So
Yeah, fair enough. I was trying to just double check and make sure that it wasn't a like sequel of any sort,
I
but
mean, it's listed as original, and it doesn't look
it
like
looks like it is a sequel, or
yeah.
it's an alternative version. It's an alternative version of a show that already came out, Genesis of Aquarian, Holy Genesis Aquarian,
Okay,
or Genesis of Aquarian.
and this will be
So interesting.
airing on Crunchyroll. This is the first one we know where it's going to be airing too. We will tell you
Yes,
where you can find it streaming since now there seems to be hundreds of places where you can watch it.
this next one is Aquarian for me is a no go, but
Yeah.
this next one is going to be a tongue twister. Baban Bon Vampire.
There you go.
Baban Ba Baban 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 Ba
Yeah, there you go.
Bon Vampire. Boys love comedy, supernatural vampire. Vampire Ranmaru Mori just wants to sample the blood of an 18-year-old virgin, but protecting the virginity of 15-year-old Rihito Tatsuno for 3 more years is proving tougher than anticipated. Grooming the vampire
Ew.
anime show.
Yeah, I was like, what in the
What the fuck?
because
Dude?
at first I read it as like the vampire was somehow 18 years old but then other vampires were protecting the virgin who was 15. I was like, okay, but no, it's like, no, I'm just gonna patiently wait for you to ripen. Gross. Absolutely not.
No, thank you. That's gonna be a
The
pass
title
for me.
card's so weird. They're like,
They're
just
all in a hot spring, but it's just their heads poking out, like their
but
head and their neck, and
they
that's
also
it.
look really poorly like photoshopped in.
A little bit, yeah.
Just like like bloop, like there's no like tint of their underbody. It's just like here's their
Well, there's a
floating
little
head.
bit of their shoulders, and that's about it.
Don't give them
There
credit. They
is,
just kind of
there
colored it a
is.
little bit. They're like, let's just do a little shade here.
Oh,
This one looks
boy.
bad. This one looks really bad.
Yeah.
If you
That
want to
looks
watch
real
it
bad.
though, it's on Netflix.
Is
But
it?
It is.
Huh. I didn't know
It's
that.
gonna be on Netflix.
Good to know.
It's gonna be one of those random ones where people stumble upon it because it'll be like, if you like Records of Ragnarok, you'll like Bon Vampire, and they'll be like, oh, cool, and then it's like, ew, grooming vampires.
No. Excuse me. Next up, we have Murder Mystery of the Dead. This is a purely release ended with episode 1.
Oh,
It began already, and it's already done. I guess there was one episode. It's a game. I don't know where it's on. It might be on
I think
YouTube?
it's
Question mark.
no. It's there's 4 episodes already. Episode 5 is airing in a day and a half.
Oh, it's streaming on YouTube, but my thing says
Oh,
release ended with episode 1.
that's not what mine says.
Oh,
Weird. I mean,
that's really interesting.
regardless, it's based off a game. It looks like it's probably CG, and it looks pretty bad.
Well, looking at the YouTube, yeah,
It's
it is all
airing on
CG.
YouTube.
Yeah, it is all CG, and it
Oy.
is not great. There's clips on YouTube, and that's all I needed to see. So
Well, there you go.
there you go. If you
All right.
want fully CG murder mystery
So
with zombies, sure. There you go.
again, pointing out the fact that we mentioned, we'll name all the places it's going to be streaming. We've gone through 3 that we have definitive like this is where it's going to be streaming: Crunchyroll, Netflix, YouTube.
What a world we live in.
Whatever. All right, what's next?
Ave Mujica, the die is cast. It's a media mix project. It's a music show, which it almost looks like a horror show from this banner.
It really does. Ave Mujica.
Yeah. Will you give me the rest of your life? After losing
God.
everything in a single night, Sakiko Togawa reaches out toward an even deeper abyss, one that will drag everyone around her down as well. Gathering the lives of girls burdened with their own troubles and desires, Sakiko raises the curtain on a perfect masquerade. Welcome to the world of Ave Mujica. On a stage where sorrow, death, fear, love, even the solace of forgetting are stripped away, will their masks be torn off and shattered into oblivion, or will they? ...
Huh. It sounds less music, more opera.
I don't know. If I had to guess, maybe death metal?
You read that whole description and you thought death metal. Well, because they
No.
describe it as they're going to raise the
Oh.
curtain on a perfect masquerade. So I imagine it's going to be like opera-esque, where it's maybe musicals. So there's some theater behind it.
So interesting. I clicked on the Mal page for this because I don't know where it's airing. I don't know anything really about it.
Nope.
This is part of the series Bang Dream.
Oh,
This is just a side story that focuses on the story of Ave Mujica band.
Okay.
So it's just a side story. So if you watch Bang Dream and you like it and you want more of it, here's a side story.
you know what? If it is pronounced Mujica, egg on my face. I am pretty sure it's Mujica, Ave Mujica.
Sure. You do you then, boo boo.
It's Ave Mujica. The die is cast.
It's Ave Mujica. No. Yeah, this is gonna be a no for me. I haven't watched any of Bang Dream, but
yeah,
this honestly would be the one thing that would probably get me.
Yeah, I was gonna say the
from
premise.
the tone alone.
The premise is interesting enough. It sounds, again, I'm getting very much like theatrical, musical, opera-esque type theme to it. So a little bit maybe like darker tones, and we'll say content itself, I guess. Which could be interesting, but having it be a part of the Bang Dream Enterprise or whatever series, we'll say, it's I don't know, less appealing.
Yeah,
but I mean, sounds cool.
No streaming service as of yet, at least on my side. I don't know about yours.
I think it's Crunchyroll. There's a Crunchyroll symbol.
Do I just
in
need
the bottom.
a refresh? Because holy crap, no, I don't even see it on mine. But yeah, I'm looking at the stream and I see it on yours. So
Yeah.
Weird. Okay, well,
Weird. Anyway,
egg on my face. Next up,
eggs
which
everywhere.
I'm really enjoying this trend, Soraro Utility. It's a golf anime, and it's an original done by Yostar Pictures.
So this is one where I believe we were supposed to get it in spring or summer, and it got pushed back for a while. Because I heard about it for quite some time now. I feel like it's been like at least like 9-10 months I've heard about this one. It was always on my radar because it looked like a really cute, more slice of life golf series than like a Birdie Wing or like Tanbo because Tanba was just kind of odd.
Like
There was
a
also
kid.
there was also that really intense one where
The
like
one on Netflix,
where
The
like
Rising Impact or something like that.
that one was wild. From clips I saw where he's like concussed, bleeding from his noggin, and he like bombs a 350-yard drive and gets a hole in one on a par 4 and then passes out. Like I was like, that's not the type of golf I want to see. This one though is the type of golf I want to see. It looks really cute, and
Yeah.
I golf is like laid back. Like I understand wanting to make it intense and entertaining, but like golf is very much a laid back type sport. So I want to see it embodied more like that in an anime, and this one seems like it's on brand for that.
So this one I think is gonna take an interesting turn. I read the description, and basically, a girl who's graduating high school doesn't know what she wants to do with her life. Finds a driving range, a golf practice range nearby, and is approached by a part-time worker, and basically learns how to play golf. But this part-time worker is also aspiring to be an influencer, so it's about their seeking their moment to become the protagonist rather than a background character. So I have a feeling that this is going to be not only about golf, but trying to become like an Instagram influencer.
So what you're saying is it's Aquatope on white sand meets green green greens.
Little bit, yeah. I was thinking more green greens, but yeah.
No, I'm well because like I mean the premise of Aquatope on the white sand is like girl who was an idol gets kicked out of group, doesn't know what to do with life, goes to Okinawa on a whim, stumbles upon an aquarium, and now she's works in an aquarium. And then green 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 is dude doesn't know what he wants to do after high school and is just kind of like coasting through, stumbles upon golf basically and becomes like a I don't want to say a prodigy because he still is not like the greatest, but you know he picks it up pretty
works
quick.
hard at it. He picks
Yeah,
it up. He like works hard at it, and
yeah.
like to an obsessive degree. That
So
one still forever is gonna be saddened in my heart that green greens got cut short.
R.I.P. Yeah,
All right.
but this one, see,
Um,
I really like the premise. I like that there's different angles to it where you're adding in character who wants to be an influencer and a streamer. So I'm sure they're gonna do like a lot of fun. I don't want to say hijinks, but there's gonna be a lot of like comedic things around them golfing or practicing or whatever. And then obviously the one character who's just exploring golf as a sport and learning more about it. So this is on my probably on my full watch list because I
this
have been looking for something in this vein.
Yeah, this is gonna be on my three episode list. However, this doesn't have a
Yeah,
location as to where it's gonna be streamed, so hopefully it gets picked up on the second wave of Crunchyroll shows.
yeah. I mean,
But
at the very
only
least,
time will tell.
we have High Dive, we still have Hulu/Disney Plus,
See, I
Netflix
think if anything, this might be a Hulu show for the fact that it's being done by the same
studio.
excuse me, same studio that did Go Go Loser Rangers. So
Oh,
I mean, granted, Go Go Loser Ranger was a Shonen Jump title, so or Shonen Jump, is it? Hold on, I don't know. It's back there. I can't see what the publisher is, but yeah, it was Hulu, so I don't know. There could be a chance that it is, but
could be.
who knows? We'll find out. We'll keep you posted because this is definitely something both of us are interested in.
Yeah,
Next up, Farmagia, which is a based off a game, which I
not a
believe
cheese.
I've heard of. Yes, not fromage, but I've heard of this somewhere. I don't remember where. I don't want to watch this show, but I do want to play this game if I remember correctly.
I just want to point out that the first sentence has two of the funniest words I've seen in a long time. In Felicidad, which sounds like Feliz Navidad,
Sure.
farmers known as the Farmagia raise monsters under the peaceful rule of the, wait for it, Magus Deliculum.
Okay.
I just like that is on brand for like the over the top goofiness
Holy
of fantasy.
shit. So I pulled up the Steam page because I was like, I wanted to play this game, I thought, but after watching this video, I'm like, no, I don't want to play this game. This is basically you make your own farm.
Okay.
3D, all 3D. It's not like pixelated like the why I can't remember the name of the game that everybody
Stardew
loves.
Valley?
Yes, that one. Thank you. But basically, you harvest crops, and the crops become the monsters.
So it's Stardew Valley mixed with Slime Rancher.
Essentially, yeah.
Okay, yeah, I'm
I'm
good.
out.
I don't need the
It's not
Magus Dulaculum looking over me in my town of Felicidad.
mine.
So I'm good. All right, I'm gonna go out on a limb here. It's not even really a big limb.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, there's not a lot of good game to anime
Adaptations.
adaptations. No, I mean you have your heavy hitting ones. You have your Pokemons, your Yu-Gi-Ohs, your Digimans.
Those I wouldn't even
But
consider as like those are card games. Those aren't like video games.
no, well, I mean Yu-Gi-Oh had a bunch of video games before the card game. I think they had two or three
Yeah,
before
but
the
it was
card game.
also a manga first, so
Yeah, no, I know. But what I mean is like anytime something is like just a game that's adapted over, it's not good. I think the only one that had some traction behind it is what is it? Sakura of Grain and Rice, I want to say. It's like a recent one.
yeah, that was like 2 seasons ago or a
Yeah.
season ago.
I
I
feel like
didn't
that was
watch it. I had it on my watch list.
yeah, that was the only one that I know of recent that had like some limited traction. And people are going to mention like the Persona ones and whatnot, and they're like I mean,
I,
as someone who's
I
watched them, you have said that only one of them is
yeah.
really kind of good.
4 is pretty good. I remember the movies for 3 being okay. I haven't watched them in years, and then 5 was god awful.
Yeah.
But if anything, I think the best adaptation that's come out recently because people actually enjoyed it once it aired was Near.
Ooh, no, I lied. There is one. One I liked. I don't know if you liked it as much. Talk Top Destiny.
Oh
That
no,
one was really. I really enjoyed it. I
it
really
was fine.
enjoyed it.
It wasn't great. It wasn't bad. It was
Okay.
fine. But yeah, for Magia, no thanks. I'm good.
Yeah.
I'm out. Next up, we have Momentary Lily. This is done by GoHands. It's a slice of life sci-fi superpower.
Okay.
Also going to be on Crunchyroll.
Okay. All right. Time out. Slice of life, sci-fi, superpower. Kind of a weird
Yeah.
combination. Let's read the first sentence, shall we?
Do you want me to read it? Or
Go
you
for
want me
it.
Robotic invaders wipe out all life.
All right, so you can stop there. You can stop there. What a weird immediate premise.
But Renge fights to survive using her powers. With no memories, she roams the city until she meets 5 other
Powers.
young women, each with unique abilities. Together, they make the most of their lives, cooking delicious meals between battles with mechanical monstrosities. As they uncover the secrets of their powers and past, they find strength in their friendship.
I feel like a really jaded old anime watcher now because I'm just like, this is not even old because it's a really recent one, but I was like, this is just Train to the End of the Universe mixed with like Sabikui Bisco
Without the train?
without the train. It's such a like deceiving title card too because it's just 6 girls all like at a little cafe outside and everything looks perfectly normal. You wouldn't guess that all life is gone and there's mechanical monstrosities roaming around. It should be noted because this is making me lean towards
like Battle Chef Brigade vibes.
Maybe.
But fair enough.
this is making me lean towards it being like at least on my 1 episode watch list.
Because
One,
it's GoHands.
it's GoHands, which GoHands of recent has been like been doing a really amazing job with like
Their shows,
their
the cinematography.
yes, the cinematography has been phenomenal. The anime that they've been adapting has been less than desirable.
They've been a little questionable.
Yeah.
So
But you can't fault them for like the level of animation quality that they've been producing in them. So like that's the only thing that can get me along. Coupled with that, this is an original. Originals tend to do really well when they have like a studio like this that can just go ham with animation.
you know
So
what? You've sold me on an episode.
yeah,
On
I
a
think
single episode you've sold me.
I
Just
think
because
this is a
GoHands alone and it being an original.
this is a sneaky one. I'm gonna start taking this more into consideration. I don't know why I didn't before.
What?
It is being shown at 10:30 p.m. Japan Standard Time. So it's going to be not in like a prime time slot, but it is like a night, at least a nighttime slot where people would still probably tune in to watch.
Yeah, it's
So-
not like the 12 or 1 a.m.s.
Yeah.
It's like the popular shows, but because it's like TVMA or whatever, it's like we gotta stick
We
you at
gotta-
1 a.m.
Yeah. So keep this on your radar. I feel like Momentary Lily could have some kick to it.
Or we could be completely fucking off and it just
Could
be the
be.
worst thing you've ever seen.
Could be. That's
You'll
a
never
risk
know.
I'm willing to take.
We'll let you know after an episode. That one is starting January 2nd. It's also on Crunchyroll, as I think I said before. But
Yep.
moving on to the next one, Tasokade Hotel. This is another game, mystery and supernatural. Tasokade Hotel is a hotel that is engulfed in twilight all day long, with no distinction between day and night. It exists as a place between life and death, where souls unable to decide whether to move on to the afterlife or return to the present world can rest their wings. The protagonist, Neko Sukahara, wanders into Tasokade Hotel without remembering who she is or why she's there. Guided by the hotel staff, she is led to her room. Jesus Christ. This
Yeah,
is a
just
long summary.
all right. Just it's supernatural mystery. It's a limbo hotel basically, and there's going to be things afoot in the hotel. I am distracted by
The flame head guy,
the flame
in the
butler with massive pecs. Good for him. Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah,
this
he's doing good for himself. I'm giving this an episode. You know what? Be damned that it's based off of a video game or a game.
I can't trust any person that wears a suit but doesn't put his suit jacket through his arms, just drapes it over his shoulders. I can't trust anyone like that. It's a no-go for me. It's a no-go.
So this was a mobile game that was released in 2017.
Yikers, that's a long time ago. People even remember the game?
It's being re-released and ported to Steam in January 2024, or was ported.
Oh, all right. So it's got a somewhat we'll call it a resurgence just because it's been ported over, but it doesn't mean people have been playing it. Yeah, I mean I don't know. The mystery supernatural
I'm giving this an episode.
All right.
I enjoy a good fucking mystery show. I'm giving this an episode.
You
I don't care if
report
it's based on the game.
You report back and let me know. I mean, like,
I will, but you won't watch it, no matter what I say.
Yeah, no, I won't. It's just like it sounds interesting. It's just the mystery supernatural stuff is always just a big swing. Like you either hit a home run out of the park. I'm looking at you, undead murder farce, or you flub it up and you just kind of waste my time. So, which is like more than half of the ones that I've watched that have been categorized as mystery or supernatural.
Like Ron Kamanahashi, and I was gonna
no, because I haven't watched it. No,
it's so good.
Just like the mystery and supernatural stuff is like more. Anime is already like fantastical and over exaggerated, so it's like how much mystery and supernatural elements can you bring in that's beyond just going like the world is made of a giant cookie.
Hey, that'd be delicious.
And we got to figure out how to prevent people from eating it. Like, whoa. Like the Pretty Boy Detective Club.
Yeah,
that one was fun. That one was goofy fun. It was entertaining. But then there's like ones that try to take themselves too seriously, and you're like, no, please stop.
Anyways, this is gonna be a one episode for me. You're backing out.
Good luck.
For you.
Good luck.
Cool. Next up, your favorite series of all time ever because it stole away an awards from I think Witch Hat Atelier.
No, it stole an award from You and I Are Polar Opposites, I think.
That's was it?
Yeah, it's You and I Are Polar Opposites.
Okay. Well, we got Medalist. Medalist is a basically an ice skating show.
It's the heterosexual or non-gay version of Yuri on Ice. There you go.
Yeah. So I think I have the first 2 volumes of this, and I have yet to read it. But it's won awards. It's won manga awards in the recent history, so it's just one of those things of like, it's got to be good for a reason. So yeah, I'm giving this minimum 3.
Yeah, I think it won best new manga or like best new manga series like 2 years ago or whenever. Because again, I think I did beat out You and I Are Polar Opposites, which I was quite upset about.
Yeah, so this is one of those shows that I'm definitely giving 3 episodes just based off of the accolades the source material has.
Okay.
Moving on, are you watching that at all or no?
I'll give it an episode because it has been highly, it's gotten a lot of awards. It's been advertised a lot as being like, one of the better new series, especially for like sports and stuff. I just don't know. The figure skating is not something I can get into. Hockey, yes. Figure skating, it takes a bit.
Didn't you read, weren't you reading 2 on Ice when it was coming out on Shonen Jump?
No.
Oh, really? Never mind. That was a good one. They cut that short too.
Oh well.
Anyways, moving on.
Moving on.
Anyway, anyway, I'm falling in love with you.
That's too. At least take me out to dinner first.
A drama, reverse harem, romance, school, done by Typhoon Graphics, based off a manga. Just from the cover title and it being a fucking reverse harem, I feel like we don't get them all too often.
Oh
I don't
no.
care. Oh no.
All you gotta know it. Oh well, bye
Well,
camera.
there goes your camera.
I'll be
I'll read the
I'll be
description
back
while
in a
you fix this.
second.
I'll read the description. It's July
Goodbye.
1st, 2020. Mitsuha, a high school second year, is having the worst 17th birthday ever. She's missing her chance to get close to the older student she admires, and her parents didn't even remember it's her birthday. Worst of all, there's a new and unknown infectious disease making the
Worst of
rounds.
all, that wasn't worst of all. Your parents forgot your birthday. That's not worst of all.
No, COVID's worse, I guess. Worst of all, there's a new and unknown infectious disease making the rounds, so all her club tournaments and school trips have been canceled. She's convinced that she'll never have the dazzling youth that she's always dreamed of, but then her childhood friend Kizuki suddenly declares himself a candidate to be her boyfriend. This is a school youth story about 4 childhood friends who grew up like family, one being the heroine, Nishino Muzuha, and the 4 boys she grew up with whom she sees as family. Yeah, I'm giving this an episode. Just from the art style and the fact that I do like a good reverse harem, like if it's funny, hell yeah, I'm in.
It sounds too much like all the boys are gonna try to go after her, but there's weird like familial thing of like we were just so close together and stuff, and then it's I don't know. The final paragraph description is super off-putting to me. I can't really
Yeah.
like explain it well enough, but it's just like I don't know. It's kind of got this weird like unsettling tone to it of like, yeah, you and I have gone through a lot, but and I know like we're like childhood friends or whatever, but like I'm romantic with you, and then just multiply that by 3.
Next up, we've got Trillion Game. This one was just a continuation from this past season. I watched the first episode, was not impressed. It wasn't my thing. So this one I'm going to pass on.
Yeah, I read the first volume of the manga, and the manga's entertaining. And I think I mentioned it when we were previewing last season that I like the art style, that it's kind of this old 90s ish style, like
It's kind
like
of
late
like
90s, early 2000s.
it's
But
detailed but not detailed at the same time.
yeah, there you go. It's done by Madhouse too, and I like
Yeah,
Madhouse. But yeah, I mean, the first volume was entertaining. I don't think it'd be one where I'd want to continue along too far, just because I feel like it's gonna run its course at some point.
right.
It had like the My Hero. This is how I became the number one hero, right? So you knew it from the beginning. You're like, oh, okay, it's just a journey, like arc basically from start to finish. It's the same
Yeah.
thing here. It's like, how did the two become trillionaires? Let's find out. So
Next time on Dragon Ball Z.
yeah,
Yeah, I'm gonna pass on this one again. So next up we have Meku MD, Doctor Detective. Fuck yeah, Doctor Detective. We got some House in the building.
oh my god,
Although I don't think House was a detective by any means of
no,
the sword.
no,
So
he was
not
just a
bad
doctor.
example. He's just a doctor. But yeah, adult cast medical mystery workplace. This one I'm definitely giving an episode for sure,
Yeah,
100%.
yeah. I mean, it could be cool, I guess, if it stays in the realm of like reality. I would say if it gets too
Yeah,
fantastical, I think it'll be boring. But
maybe
yes,
so.
it has a shot.
Also,
It's on
the
Crunchyroll.
last three shows we talked about anyway. I'm falling in love with you, Trillion Game, and MD Doctor Detective. Those are all on Crunchyroll.
Yes, sir.
Which also Medalist, I don't know if it had one.
No, Medalist is not announced yet. So I actually see that one being a Netflix one for some reason. I see that
Interesting.
getting picked up by Netflix.
But usually Netflix announces what they have already rather than
Yeah,
leave it to the last minute. So I could see it being a Hulu as well.
yeah, that's fair.
But yeah. Moving on, we have Flower and Asura, drama school done by Studio Bind. I don't know anything about this, but it looks like from the poster that it might be doing with like the drama club because they all have scripts in their hands, or maybe they're singing. I don't know.
It's
Could be
a
it.
it's a literature club actually. So not
Oh.
drama, not theater, but literature. So they like it's all about like reading comprehension and how you can weave a tale.
On the picturesque island of Tonakajima, Tona Tonakijima,
Came in
with
with
the
so much
population.
confidence at the beginning,
I
and then
know.
hit a hard word.
Hit a word, just not even a hard word, just a Japanese word, and just
Yeah,
fucking folded.
yeah. This is our
With a
first one on
population
High
of only
Dive. It is.
I think there was another one on High Dive.
Was
Maybe I
there?
scrolled ahead. No, I scrolled ahead.
Ah, you
Never mind.
cheater. I was
I
like,
know.
I'm pretty sure this is the first one
I
on
just
High
wanted to
Dive.
look at the list. I didn't even look at.
Yeah, yeah.
Anyways, moving on. Hana's favorite pastime is reading literature to the island's children. Her narration skills are second to none, and
Yeah,
Mizuki,
we got over this.
president of the school. Okay, fine.
We
Yeah,
got, but
whatever.
bro, we're like 30 whatever minutes in, 35 minutes in, and we've got more than half to go. Like we're not even like 30% of the way done. All right, we gotta go. We gotta go.
Fine,
All right.
fine. All right. This is a no for me.
Yeah, I'm not really my cup of tea.
Agreed. Zenshu is our next show. It's an original otaku culture and workplace done by Studio Mappa.
If you're not familiar with this, by the way, with any like early marketing materials, look up the trailer for it. This looks awesome. For like a Mappa original, this looks freaking fantastic. Basically, this otaku animator gets thrown down. Like here's what we need. Here's the next 16 pages, and does it in like 2 seconds, basically. And they're like, what? But her next project is going to be a romantic comedy movie themed around her first love. So she has to like learn about romance and love and stuff, and it's a struggle for her as like basically like a NEET, you know. So this looks awesome. I mean,
Yeah,
animation
so
wise, it looks incredible, but I think story wise, it has really solid potential too. There's actually a manga that's out right now that's like, it's not that similar, I would say, but yeah, no, it's similar. It's called How We Draw. It's
I
kind of a
haven't read that.
similar premise of like not
There
understanding
is
romance.
another part to the story that's in this description. It's just one day she passes out while working on the storyboard and wakes up in the world of her favorite childhood anime movie, A Tale of Perishing.
Yeah, I mean, I was gonna leave that as like a little
Oh,
teaser
well,
piece, but that's fine. You know,
whatever. It's out there
it's
now.
fine.
Yeah, no, I forgot all about this one. This one's gonna be on the full watch list for me.
Yep, same here. This one is, if you're not familiar with it, please go. Well, unless you want to spoil yourself a little bit, but like just go give it like a quick 20-second look at the trailer. It looks really good.
Yeah. Next up, that's gonna be on Crunchyroll, by the way. So
Yep.
yeah.
The same with this
Next up,
next
we
one.
have I Want to Escape from Princess Lessons.
Nope, I'm okay.
Comedy, fantasy, romance.
Nope, I'm okay.
I'm good as well. This
Yeah.
this is also on Crunchyroll, but yeah, I'm good as well.
I just don't like I don't like what's going on in anything. No.
Excuse me.
Yeah.
Next up, One Piece Log, Fishman Island Saga. This is basically a continuation because they've already started it. They're Toei Animation's just redoing One Piece from Fishman Island onward and pacing it better, essentially. Like I believe Fishman Island was like 55 episodes or something. They're condensing it to 21 or 22 episodes.
And I
Like yeah.
believe this is the start of Crunchyroll saying, "Hey, if you want to watch these, you have to subscribe to a premium subscription. So you can't be free watcher with all the ads. You have to be subscribed to a premium to watch this."
Yeah, I
So,
think that they announced that not too long ago too.
yep.
And
So
it's already 7 episodes in.
yeah, I just as a reminder, I'd say if you're like, "Why can't I find it or watch it?" That's your reason why. Assuming you have the basic package, but yeah,
Okay.
I'd have to watch 1,000 bajillion episodes to get caught up, so I'm good.
You'd have to watch 500 something, but yeah, fair enough.
That's what I said. 1,000 bajillion. We're saying the same thing.
Sure. Next up, we have Promise of Wizard, is done by Linden Films, based off of a game, Fantasy and Magic. On a moonlight night, Akira Masaki finds herself in a magical world where wizards and humans coexist. Every year, they must face an enormous, deadly moon that attacks the planet. Their only hope lies with the wizards of the sage.
Legend of
Explain
Zelda, is that you?
Majora's Mask, is that you?
Yeah.
But Akira soon discovers that she wasn't summoned by chance. She was chosen to lead them in battle.
This, I
I'm
mean,
good.
yeah, there's too many characters. I,
There are a butt ton of characters. Holy
there's too
shit.
much. There's too much where I think they're gonna want to make you care, and I don't have the capacity to do that. So yeah,
That's fair.
it's
Yeah,
not.
no, I'm
No,
out for that one.
yeah.
That one's gonna be on Crunchyroll as well. I mean, we talked about One Piece. That's also on Crunchyroll. This next one, which is on High Dive, I'm actually gonna give an episode.
So this is one in the realm of like this genre that I'm like,
Neither of us like
I
this
could give it a
genre.
watch.
Neither of us like this genre, but because of how bizarre it is, you and I are in on an episode.
Yeah.
From bureaucrat to villainess, Dad's been reincarnated. Neither of us really like the villainess genre
Yeah.
because it's been done a lot in recent times, but
Yeah.
just it hasn't hit with us. It hasn't really clicked. But this is just one of those things. It's like reincarnated as a vending machine. Like this, it's just so fucking weird that I'm like, yes, I'm in.
Yep.
Give me an episode. Let me see how it is. A 50-year-old civil servant gets reincarnated as the villainess and main character in his daughter's favorite video game.
Perfect.
How can you? Yeah, no notes. That's definitely an episode, if not three.
Yeah. I do enjoy that. I think the premise is funny. This will also be on High Dive.
That's what I said.
Oh, I'm sorry.
There
This
you go.
is I'm gonna give it an episode. I don't have the confidence that it's gonna reel me into 3 or more. So I'll give it an episode, see how it flows, and take it from there. Because just the reincarnated villainess whole subgenre of like I guess isekai, it's just not my thing. It's just
That's
not.
fair.
It's not my shtick. So yeah.
So this next one, I didn't even realize it got a season 1 earlier this year. It was winter 2024, but Ishura season 2 or second season. Now, the only reason I remembered this one right now is because I was like, that title looks familiar, and I was talking to my buddy Toe before the show, and this is one of those things that like it was a brain blast moment that finally hit me that he and I were talking about this light novel ages ago. He was like, I kind of want to try this out and see if it's any good. And I was like, you know what? It's got an interesting cover. Sure, go for it.
Yeah.
And we never talked about it ever again, but it did look interesting based off the volume 1 cover of the light novel. I was like, yeah, that looks interesting. I'll give it a try. Didn't know that it had an anime. I'm definitely going to go back, try and find season 1 and watch this.
There you go.
But Ishura's second season, done by Studio Passion. Passion. Not sure if it's going to be on Crunchyroll, High Dive, or whatever. So, more to come there. But moving on to the next show, Okitsura fell in love with an Okinawan girl, but I just wish I know what she's saying. Wow, I
That's funny.
fucking love that premise. Yeah, that's an episode at least for me. That's
Yeah.
just one for me.
With someone translating, Teru's misunderstanding-filled island life takes off, and subtle hints suggest that the Higa-san might want his heart too. Ooh, I like it because I think it's probably gonna be a combination of like a highlight of what Okinawa has to offer, sort of thing. Because it looks like they're
Yeah,
holding up like maybe drinks that are native to
craft
like
beer.
Okinawa, yeah, and then on top of it being conversation of like, oh, there's a different dialect and oh, the culture's kind of different in Okinawa because it's one of the southern islands and stuff, so it's a lot of sun and beach. So I this one seems fun enough. It's a romance love polygon, might throw me off too, but it's at least an episode and a try.
Yeah,
But and it'll
I'm
be on
giving this.
Crunchyroll.
I'm giving this an episode as well. Next show we have is Jesus Christ, save me here. Grisaya Phantom Trigger. I
Good
don't know
job.
if I pronounced that right. Whatever. Done by Biburi Animation Studio. This is an action school based off a visual novel.
Yeah, that's enough for me to do
I
right now. Visual
this
novel
is
stuff just doesn't give me. I'm sorry. I like the people that like visual novel games. Good for you. Like at least there's a market for it. It just does not appeal to me whatsoever.
doesn't do it for you.
No, I like. Why would I play a visual novel video game when I can just go read a manga? Sorry.
So the description, real quick, just because I know nothing about this. What was once Mihama Academy, a sanctuary for young girls, has now been transformed into a SWORD, a special organization for research and development, training school dedicated to fostering talent for national defense. Rena and Maki specialize in firearms. Toka and Gumi excel in sniping. Chris handles explosives and data processing, and Murasaki is a skilled ninja for intelligence operations. Together, they take on cases too complex for the police or self-defense forces, repeatedly facing dangerous missions. This is the story of these young girls painted in blood and gunpowder. Yeah, no, I'm good. I'm out.
It's just Team Fortress.
Team Fun.
Well, it was like you were saying like Toka and
I
Gumi
was
excel at
thinking at
sniping.
least
Chris
like
handles
Rainbow Six
explosives and data
Siege.
processing, and I'm just like heavy and engineer and
This is like an all-girls, Rainbow Six Siege more than Team Fortress.
Why? Team Fortress is much more fun, at least.
Derpy though.
It's
This seems
heavy.
more it seems more serious than
No,
derpy.
I
So.
like that. I'm sticking with what I said.
Okay, you do that, but yeah, no, I'm good. I assume you're good as well. You're not
Yeah,
watching.
no, fine.
Cool. Next up is Blue Miburo, which is already airing season part 1 or core 1 right
Core
now.
1.
This is core 2.
Yep.
I haven't watched any of core 1, so I will not be watching core 2. And the next show is the show that I think I said pre-recording that my buddy Toe sent me something in regards to the season, which I'm gonna watch at least one episode of. This is, or by the way, real quick before we get into this, the last few shows that we talked about, the Fell in Love with an Okinawan Girl, Phantom Trigger, and Blue Miburo, those are all on Crunchyroll.
As
There's
well
next
as this one.
as well as this one, which is the Red Ranger becomes an adventurer in another world, which seems like a funny premise to me for an isekai. Just throwing the Red Ranger into a fantasy world. Fuck yeah.
Yeah.
Just give me an episode, let me see the chaos, and it just I don't this is a turn your brain off show and just enjoy the pretty colors.
See, that's the thing. I just don't have time for a turn your brain off show. I don't have the luxury of free time like that. I can't watch it while I'm working because I don't know when it's going to get translated into English. And even when it gets translated into English, I can't have something like that on the background. The premise gets me to watch one episode, but I think that is about as far as I'll go with it.
That's fair. Next up, Blue Exorcist, the Blue Knight Saga. This is just the next season. I'm still behind on Blue Exorcist, so I will not be watching this quite yet, but I will eventually.
Yeah, Blue Exorcist was just never my thing.
It's a good show. I enjoyed it.
It's not. It's okay.
Whatever.
It's fine.
But yeah, we'll move on to the next one. Magic Maker: How to Make Magic in Another World. Why is Magic Maker needed when you have How to Make Magic in Another World? Why can't you just have How to Make Magic in Another World? Why do you need Magic Maker?
Because the person makes the magic in the other world. Duh. Next question.
But they're making the magic.
Next
They're
question.
the Magic Maker.
Move along.
Oh God. Yeah, it's the fantasy isekai reincarnation. I don't know why they do that. It's redundant. I guess maybe not reincarnation. Anyways, whatever. Done
It's
by
an
Studio
isekai.
Dean, based off a light novel. On the night of his 30th birthday, one man's dream of wielding magic comes true after he unexpectedly passes away. He awakes as Scion, a young child in another world. He and his elder sister Marie are the children of lower-class noble family who govern the region. After receiving conflicting messages from their father, Scion and Marie set out on an adventure to uncover the magic.
Okay. When you said Scion, my brain was like League of Legends.
No. Yeah, this is going to be a no for me. This is on Crunchyroll, by the way, as well.
Yeah.
So is Blue Exorcist. This is a no.
We'll just
This
say
next
the next
show,
couple are.
the next couple are. This next one is going to be a full watch for me. This is Toilet Bound Hanako Season 2. We are finally getting a Season 2.
Yep.
I really enjoyed Season 1. I thought it was a fun time. I love the unique art style. And just, you always hear in passing on various anime shows the 7 wonders of school, and Toilet Bound Hanako is definitely one of them for each and every wonders. And they just made a whole show about it and the other wonders of the schools. So it's a fun show. It's not amazing. It's not bad. It's a very solid show.
Yeah.
I really enjoy it, and I enjoy the mythology around it. So this is a full watch for me. But I do need to, with the stipulation of I need to rewatch Season 1 / the shorts that they've been putting out, or like the short seasons to catch up and remember what the hell happened.
This will be on my wife's watch list for sure. She's a big fan.
Next show, which has a very bizarre title, The Daily Life of Middle-Aged Online Shopper in Another World.
This just screams, what more niche can we get with our isekais?
We already had the vending machine. What else can we do?
But it's the fact that
Online
they have
shopping.
not even that. It's specifically they said the daily life of a middle-aged online shopper in another world. It also doesn't help that the gentleman is surrounded by a cat that looks like a cross between Umbreon and like
A human.
Persian, I'd say. No, the cat in the front, right? Like a giant cat. But then there's two cat
Oh,
girls.
I thought you were talking about the cat girl in the
No,
back
there's two
left.
cat girls. There's two cat girls. One of which has like
I was like, how
is
you're
holding
just
drinking a
gonna call
beer.
this? You're just gonna call this girl in the back just Persian?
No, the front one, the actual cat. No, the one cat girl has a walkie-talkie, which like, whoa, talk about new age technology. And the other one is just like
Wowee zowie.
slamming alcohol. So yeah, I'm very much fine. This looks awful.
Yeah, this is a no for me as well. This is done by East Fish Studio. It's an ecchi fantasy harem isekai,
No, really?
which is surprising that this isn't on High Dive. This is on Crunchyroll this season.
What hang on. I'm gonna support High Dive here. High Dive doesn't need that slander. High Dive is not exclusive to ecchi harems.
No,
Sir,
but most
do
of them
not
are.
no
Most of them
no
are.
no
Yes,
no.
yes.
Do not sully the name of High Dive just because there's been a handful of them that have been ecchi and harem.
There's been a good amount.
Calm yourself, child. Move along. Move along.
Honey Lemon Soda. This one has been one of those shows that I've heard rumblings about, and I know is gonna be good.
Yep.
So this is gonna be 3 episodes, if not a full watch for me. But this is a romance school done by JC Staff, based off a manga. Yeah, I know for a fact that a lot of people love this one. I'm gonna watch it at
Yeah.
least 3 episodes. So yeah, this will also be on Crunchyroll, by the way.
It seems like a more, what's the best way to describe it in comparison? Like Skip and Loafer is very much like floofy Labrador cutiness, we'll say, as descriptors. This one seems in the similar vein, but more like serious, we'll call it. Does that make sense? Am I
Yeah,
making
a
sense?
little
Am I
bit.
here? Hello?
It's not as not as low stakes as
Not low stakes. It's just Skip and Loafer is very lighthearted and free in the sense that the characters are just kind of quirky and goofy with each other, and it's very cute. This one seems more grounded in what normal students are like, but here's their
Okay.
budding relationship because one is more like reserved and introverted and the other one's more like open and extroverted, right? But it's more like relatable, less so like you just look at it and you're like, these people are adorable and I want to protect them at all costs. But I
That's
have
fair.
heard the same thing as you. I've heard a lot of like rumblings and bumblings about this one. So this will be on the 3 episode.
Agreed. This next one is gonna be interesting. It's gonna be on Prime Video. It's Ubelblot, and if you don't know what Ubelblot is, it's known for being it's an action adventure ecchi fantasy suspense. It is a very dark show, but there's also a lot of like SA and RA
Nope, I'm good.
in there.
We're gonna do.
So
There you go. Moving along. Awesome.
yeah, probably not gonna watch it, but I'm kind of surprised this one got an adaptation.
Yeah. No, I'm totally cool with not watching this one. Let's move it along. Hey, look at that. There's something better next to it.
On the complete opposite hand, I'm living with an otaku, Kinoichi.
Would you
Yeah,
like to
no.
continue?
Sure. I hear the echo in the background of my voice because I have our streams up, so it's just like,
Oh my god, you are
I know
the
it's
worst.
on me.
Um,
But yeah, this is a comedy romance supernatural done by Studio Quad, which I am not familiar with you, Studio Quad. That's why. Life is Inokai-san's fucking dog.
yeah, there you go. It's short form, so 12-minute episodes. The premise though is really interesting. I do think though that it's missing the ecchi tag to it because I had seen like a clip of something where I'm like, this is not going to be appropriate. But basically, this NEET is being protected, or no, sorry, excuse me, an ordinary businessman, Susaka Atsumi, from demons, or in order to protect the person from demons, a genius Kinochi Shizura Idora signs a master-serving contract with him on the condition that she stays with him. Spider cool appearance of defeating demons. Shizurai is an otaku NEET who spends all her time playing video games. There you go. So I think a kunoichi is like a ninja, I believe. You can look. You can
Kunichi?
correct me. Kunoichi, I believe, is a.
But this one will be
ninja.
on High Dive.
This one will be on High Dive. Yes.
So we'll see. Yeah, I have a feeling that it's also missing the ecchi tag.
Yeah.
Because it straight up looks like this girl's just wearing like
she's
pink
got
leggings.
leggings.
Pink, they look like pink tights, like rather than anything else. But anyways, moving on. We're skipping the next one because fuck the author. After that is I Have a Crush at Work, adult cast comedy romance workplace done by Studio Blade, which I am unfamiliar with this one
This
as
one
well.
looks.
Oh,
really...
they did Hokkaido Gals. They did Hokkaido Gals, Level 1 Demon Lord and One Room Hero. The maid I hired recently is mysterious, etc., etc.
This looks good. I feel like it's one of those ones where like if you like I can picture the intro song.
Wotokoi?
Yeah, Wotokoi. If you like Wotokoi or like Sweat and Soap, you'll probably like I Have a Crush at Work. It's more like the premise of it, from my understanding and what I've seen online and what I've read too, is like basically they are madly in love, and the whole thing is them having to keep like themselves off of each other, but like they find themselves in predicaments where they're like, I just can't stay away from you. But oh no, we're in the office, the conference room where we thought it was open, but in fact there is a meeting coming up in 2 minutes and we have to hide. It's like stuff like that. All those like workplace gags. So it looks cute. I'll probably give it a 3 episode because I'm a sucker for these workplace romance ones.
Anything like a romance with an adult cast, it just feels a lot better to watch. This is also going to be a 3 episode for me as well.
Yeah. So, and this one will be airing somewhere. We don't know yet.
Yeah, this is an unknown still, but
I can
the
see
next
this one.
is
I can see this one being on High Dive. Oh God,
trying to tell. But this next one is going to be on Crunchyroll. This is called Headhunted to Another World: From Salaryman to Big Four.
I'm good. What the fuck am I looking at?
Looks so weird. I'm also out.
There's a
This is done by Geek Toys in Comptown.
This looks like one of the characters looks like someone's like, hey, I want a gimp suit, okay, but I don't want any regular gimp suit. Make mine look like I'm a caterpillar.
Make me look like a sack of potatoes.
Yeah. Like, I don't know. This looks bad. It's also got the most amount of tags possible at adventure comedy, fantasy,
isekai, reincarnation, and supernatural.
Yeah,
The 4 heavenly kings of the demons' king's army reign over a certain alternate world, and the one chosen as the 4th of them is none other than an ordinary salaryman.
Wowzers. The last sentence is all you need. This career change isekai tale is for all the working folks out there.
Nope.
To tell you it's not for me, but yeah, I'm for sure out.
Next one, Fate Strange Fake.
Fuck, are they still making more Fate series? Holy shit, these series suck.
You and I are not a fan of them. They do have a cult following. Not a cult following. They do have a huge
a big following. Yes, I know. I get that. Okay, I'm sorry for you people that like it. The Fate series is awful. The only reason that people like them, and I'm gonna keep it 100% real here. You only like it because it looks pretty, okay? Ufotable has done a bunch of the Fate series, and yes, they have great animation, but god damn, do they suck ass.
This one's done by A1 Pictures, so
there you go. So it's even going to be worse. It's not going to be as pretty, and it's going to be doo-doo. A1 does a really good job.
Hey, to be fair, A1 does
No, that's what I was saying. But it's not Ufotable type. And have you seen those? Have you seen how Tanjiro swings his sword around? Gorgeous.
Wow, he like breathes fire and he's just like,
right,
whoa!
Stop. Move along.
Yeah, this is a no for both of us. We're not really fans, as you can tell,
No,
of
God,
Fate.
no.
But for all you Fate sickos, this will be on Crunchyroll.
Fate sickos. You sycophants
Yeah,
out there.
yeah. Next is Orb on the Movements of the Earth. This is
God,
just a core 2 for Orb.
if you
This will be
haven't
on Netflix.
if you haven't started watching it, please do. This one is like a real
That's
sleeper.
I haven't watched
It's
it
so
yet.
flippin' good. It's so flippin' good.
I've heard very good things about it. So
Yeah.
yeah. Next, I left my I left my A rank party to help my former students reach the dungeon depths. Done by Bandai Namco Pictures. What in the fuck, Bandai
Yeah, I don't
Namco?
know. I don't know what's happening there. This
Like
is
you've done some phenomenal works, and then you're doing this.
yeah.
It could be the best thing since sliced bread, and we don't know it. But like after that title,
It's a two
what the
core back to
hell?
back too, so they're going deep into it.
Yeah. Yuka Red Mage angrily declares that he's leaving Thunder Pike, the A rank party he's been with for 5 years because he's fed up with being insulted and ridiculed by other members. While searching for a new party, he runs into his former students, Marina, Silk and Rain, and decides to join their party. Clover. Encouraged by their admiration of him as their teacher, UK, I don't know how to pronounce that,
I
leads them in completing several quests that show off his extraordinary magic and skills. Yeah, no,
yada
I'm
yada
good.
yada. All you gotta know is that this new quest, they want to do the most challenging dungeon, and then as they start to do more dungeons, they uncover more chaos within the world that threatens the sanctity of the world. No, I'm good. It's fine. It's okay.
That one will be on Crunchyroll if that sounds good to you.
It's okay. Is it also a shocker that the hero who left his party to go help his former students, all of his students are female?
Wow, you don't say.
Good God. Anyway,
Golly, good golly.
these are the
Oh my gosh,
longest
my
titles
golly.
in the goddamn.
Yeah, the next few,
Oh
no,
my Jeezy Pete's.
the next four are very long titles.
All right, hurry up.
I'm a noble on the brink of ruin, so I might as well try mastering magic. No, fuck off. No, I'm good. This
No,
looks
it's
generic
more
as fucking
adventure,
shit.
fantasy, magic, reincarnation. No, it's
Studio Dean again. This is the second one, I think, and also done by Marvy Jack. What the?
it's just one dude. That's one dude. His name
It's
is
just
Marvy
one
Jack.
guy.
His name is Marvy Jack, and he is the one that did this poster where the main character looks like he's absolving you of your sins.
They helped with the original Spice and Wolf season 2,
Well, there you go.
which is interesting. But yeah, no, this looks generic and awful. So
Remember,
if it's great, I'm sorry.
remember how like a handful of minutes ago I was telling you that like High Dive is not just the ecchi ones.
Yeah. How do you feel about that now?
I still
Next
feel
show.
fine.
Behaneko, the elf girl's cat, is secretly a S-ranked monster.
It is
Action,
funny.
adventure, comedy, ecchi, fantasy reincarnation.
It is funny too. This one's going to have an uncensored version too. This one is like
Jesus.
this one is by all means just not appropriate for young eyes.
This is going to be. I can't believe it's not hentai.
I don't know if it's gonna be that much. It's more just like the characters are so scantily clad and things happen that like you just get blurry screens everywhere.
Yeah, this is
it's
gonna be
not
one episode watch for me.
God damn it. Report back. Let me know.
I'll let
I'm
you know.
good.
Yeah,
But
fair
that won't
enough.
be on High Dive.
That'll be on High Dive. The fucking they don't have just ecchi harems. Sure. Okay. To be fair, this one doesn't have the harem tag. They're just all pure females that'll probably just be in battles and then just get
Holy
stripped of their armor.
moly. Yeah.
Next up, even given the worthless appraiser class, I'm actually the strongest. Action adventure
All these
fantasy.
stupid like the ones
Noboru is the
all the ones where
wow, I
it's
can't
like
think of
I
the
have
studio.
this one ability and no one thinks I'm strong, but I'm actually super duper strong. Please stop.
You know what? I am so fucking out just for the fact that they did Tomodachi game.
It's like a vendetta against anyone that has touched Tomodachi game. This one just doesn't sound.
No. No, this doesn't sound anywhere near as good as any of the other random fucking fantasy shows.
Moly, I just saw the
I told you the
title of
next
the
four
one.
titles are super fucking long.
It's got
by
an
the way,
ellipses.
That show is on Crunchyroll. This next show also on Crunchyroll. Bogus Skill, Fruit Master. About that time, I became able to eat unlimited numbers of skill fruits that kill you. I read the title while we had to take a quick
What?
break because of your camera dying. Basically, this guy has the Fruit Master skill, which is like he can cultivate fruits, which give skills. But if a person eats more than one skill fruit, they die. And then he finds out he can eat all the skill fruits and become overpowered and catch up to his childhood friend who is already an S rank adventurer.
Oh, God. No, stop. Make it stop. Make it stop. Stop.
That's on Crunchyroll. That is going to be a no for me. Next one, Maraka Koroiwa is impervious to my charms. This one I've actually heard of.
This one I've also
heard
read
of.
a little bit.
Oh, have you?
Yeah. I've read a little bit of it through the Manga Dex site.
Comedy, romance, romantic subtext school done by Synergy SP. Which they just did Goodbye, Dragon Life, Salad Bowl of Eccentrics, which had decent animation, Mr. Villain's Day Off, and then Girlfriend.
Oh, I love Mr. Villain's Day Off. This one is fun because of the fact that like the setup is not anything new in terms of like girl who's super popular goes after guy who's not. It's more just like the back and forth and what happens between the two is hilarious because he is just such a shy person that cannot talk to girls that anytime she's trying to like talk with him or flirt with him, he just is so off put by it that she just thinks like, oh, you don't find me attractive? You don't find the most popular girl at school attractive? Well, try this. And then she puts herself in like ridiculous, funny situations. And then he can't react because if he does and show emotion, then more bad things will happen. Yeah. It's great.
Yeah.
It's great. I love it. I love that back and forth between them. It's going to be wonderful. This is for sure a full watch.
This is a 3 episode for me just to see how it is. But the fact that I only have 2 full watches on my list right now, this might change to a full watch.
There you go.
Next is that show also will be on Crunchyroll. This next show also on Crunchyroll. Welcome to Japan, Miss Elf. Miss Elf is intrigued by Japanese culture. Working adult Kitase Kazuhiro's hobby is sleeping. Ever since he was a child, he's had exciting adventures in the mysterious other world he dreams about. One day, while exploring ancient ruins with an elf girl he befriended, he is unfortunately burned by the breath of a magic dragon he encounters. When he awakens from his dream, an elf girl who shouldn't be in his room is sleeping next to him. It'll be a 1 episode for me.
Yeah.
Just to see.
I feel like it's going to be one of those ones where the supernatural element is like right at the beginning with the elf girl coming in from this fantasy dream realm into reality. And then it's just going to be a series about him showing her around like tourist spots of Japan. So it's like a highlighting like the awesome places you can go and visit in Japan. So yeah, I think it'll be okay. I think it's enough for a 1 episode watch at least.
That's fair.
Oh God!
As well. I have this one on my full watch. I've been waiting for this one.
Yeah, I forgot about this one.
I may be a guild receptionist, but I'll solo any boss to clock out on time.
Yeah.
This is the epitome of like I fucking feel that so hard.
Yeah. It's just
like,
so funny.
I want to clock out as soon as I can, like on time.
Here's an example.
No matter what it has to be.
Here's an example of a fantasy adventure, like dungeon realm, whatever, how you want to categorize it, where it actually is good just from the title alone.
Yeah.
Like, this is something that you're looking for. I don't want another, like, I mastered the art of smelling mushrooms and realized I'm the strongest in my party.
Like the next show, possibly the greatest alchemist of all time?
Possibly.
I don't want to watch the greatest or the worst. I want to watch possibly the greatest.
Guild Receptionist on Crunchyroll. Same with this, possibly the greatest alchemist. But Receptionist is on my full watch list too. This one, like the trailer looked hilarious. It was like
this is also done by Cloverworks, by the way.
So it's gonna look.
So it's gonna look pretty as fucking shit.
Yeah.
But yeah, possibly the greatest alchemist of all time. It fucking looks generic. It doesn't look good. I'm out.
And if you want to watch it, it's on Crunchyroll.
It is on
Meanwhile,
Crunchyroll.
we have Garen over here looking like, goddamn, I don't know where I'm at. Unnamed Memory Season 2, I'm okay. Oscar finds himself living in an alternate timeline. And it's a timeline where I didn't watch his anime, so I'm okay.
I didn't watch Season 1, not going to watch Season 2.
Yeah, I'm fine. It'll be on Crunchyroll if you want to watch it.
Correct. My Happy Marriage season 2. My Happy Marriage has been on my watch list. I've yet to get to it. This might give me the kick in the pants to actually watch it.
There you go.
But this will be on Netflix as well, starting January 6th. So have fun with that. Next, I'm getting married to a girl I hate in my class.
This
Yes,
is
I forgot all about this one as well. This is
same.
the season of I forgot this shit was coming out.
Yeah. This one is if you
This
are
will be
a
a 3
fan
episode.
if you're a fan of not a couple of cuckoos, what is the one where they get paired up with each other for class and have to live with each other and then they fall in love? What the
I
heck is it
know what
called?
you're talking about,
I can
but I
picture the
can't remember.
anime.
I know I'm going to
My
Crunchyroll as we speak.
brain. Anyway, it's very much in line with that. But even further so because they actually are getting married. High school student Saito Hojo is set to inherit his grandfather's major corporation, but first he must marry a girl, Akane Sakura Mori, who he despises the most and who hates him just as much. As they begin their newlywed life, the distance between them starts to close. I like the premise. There's another another manga I'm reading on Manga Dex, actually, very much in line with this, where it's like a gyaru shows up out of nowhere, buys this guy out of debt because his parents are awful human beings and throw all of their debt upon their son. And is like, the only stipulation is now you have to marry me. And he's like, I've never even looked at a woman. So it's cute, but this one is definitely on my full watch list too because I've heard nothing but great things about it. So I am excited. It'll be on Crunchyroll.
I have this on my three list.
All right, we're almost done. We got to keep rolling.
I know. These next ones will go quickly because they're mostly sequels, but Quintessential Quintuplets Specials 2, this is just more specials for
the Quints.
You Quint sickos.
Yeah, all 2 episodes will be airing in 6 days, but no location yet for streaming. So I guess keep your eyes out. Yeah.
Also, I'm getting married to the girl I hate in my class is going to be on Crunchyroll.
Yep.
Next up, tying the knot with an Amagami. Thank you, sister. This is just Core 2. I haven't started watching the show. This will be on Crunchyroll. I did not watch it, so probably won't continue to watch it.
All right, now we're getting to the hard hitters. Here we go. We're gonna have to
these
fly,
are all
though.
yes, they're all season 2s except for one. Not Sakamoto Days. I've skipped one. Dr. Stone Science Future. I'm behind on Dr. Stone. I need to catch up, but I will eventually get to this because I do like Dr. Stone. Dr. Stone has been a fun series.
And it'll be on Crunchyroll.
Sakamoto Days. This will be a full watch for me. This is going to be on Netflix.
Yep, same.
If you have not watched, it's basically the greatest assassin of all time. Retires, becomes a fat man, and runs a convenience store.
Thick man. He becomes a dad.
Sorry.
Okay, he gets dad bod. He gets dad bod. Also, quick note: Dr. Stone Science Future. Sorry, we should mention this. The 4th season is split into 3 cores, so just a heads up. And then Sakamoto Days will be on.
I believe the Dr. Stone is the last season.
Correct. It is the last season, and Sakamoto Days will be on Netflix. Moving on.
Apothecary Diaries season 2. This will be on Crunchyroll.
Very excited. Can't wait.
Also, it'll be a back-to-back double core. So we're getting 24 at least minimum episodes of
Holy moly. I'm so jazzed about it.
I'm very excited about that. That'll be a full watch for me, as well as the next show, The 100 Girlfriends Who Really, 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 Really Love You season 2.
Yay!
You're so happy, aren't you, buddy?
This is just it's like it's what a good harem comedy romance anime could be like, where the main character doesn't even mean to develop a harem, but to save the lives of these young ladies who are unfortunately his soulmate has to develop a harem.
Yep.
So great. Love it to death. It's amazing. This is okay. And I'm not going to deny it's ecchi as hell, but it's hilarious. Think of it like on par with the levels of etchiness that you get in Konosuba, but you're so distracted by the comedy and the other aspects of it that it's not even like, you're not like, oh, off-putting. You're just like, oh, look at that was a funny joke. Also, I guess something just happened in the background, but whatever.
Yeah, and a lot of people are like, "Oh, they're high school students. Why is it so etchy?" It's just different
But they're
laws in
high.
Japan. It is what it is.
It's
It
also
just
okay, and I don't
the
want to be that
comedy,
person.
I know, I
It's
know.
it's not a 30-year-old dude preying on high school girls. These are high school kids. Okay? If you are feeling certain feelings watching it, that's a you problem. All right? You should look at yourself.
But it is
Anyway,
a
moving on.
40-year-old woman. It is a 40-year-old woman preying on a high school man. But anyways, moving on.
Good God.
Shangri-La Frontier season 2, core 2. I'll be watching this. I fucking love this season. This is like where it starts to get really fucking good. Like, granted, I feel like not this show does not get enough love. I really do. I think that this series does not get enough love. It is such a fun show. It's not the best. It's not even bad. It's actually very good
Mhm.
because it is one of those video game shows like that's based off a person who just loves playing video games. They're in a video game world. They don't take it too seriously. They just have fun with the game. They have fun with the world. And they're like, okay, these NPCs, I'm just gonna fucking try and exploit them as best as I can, but also like they're gonna fuck with me too. It's great. Watch the damn show. It's so much fun.
And if you like Shangri-La Frontier, you'll love Overlord, Frank's other favorite anime.
No,
Anyway,
I won't.
continuing
No,
on.
no, you
Continuing
won't.
on.
Fuck off.
Continuing on.
Arifureta from Commonplace the World's Strongest season 3.
I'm
I
okay.
watched the first 2 seasons. I'm not watching season 3. This is also core 2 for the show,
Yeah.
or the last 4 episodes because it's
6.
a 16 episode series or
Yeah.
season, which is really odd. But yeah, I watched the first 2 seasons. Wasn't impressed.
Yeah.
ReZero season 3 core 2, or at least
Yay.
the last 4 to 6 episodes because it's episode 9 comes out. Wait, what the fuck? Are they really on a 50-day break?
days. Yep. Yes, sir. 50 days. Almost 2 months.
Wait, what?
Yeah. Yeah.
Wait, they're just
But at
gonna
least we have more ReZero, right? Like at least we have more, right?
they just fucking
It's
ended
just
it where they
it's
ended it
okay. It's
last
okay.
episode?
It's okay. We're getting more. It's okay. Move it along.
Fucking shit!
What's our last one?
Solo Leveling season 2, Arise from the Shadow. If you watched it in theaters, you watched the first 2 episodes. Yeah, I don't know if it's gonna be 2 core or what, but yeah, this will be a good one. I mean,
Yeah.
I really enjoyed season 1. Season 2 is gonna be fun. I've read the entirety of the season, so I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah. And there
And
you
that's
have
it.
it. There you have it.
That is
So I'm gonna
excuse me.
make a bold-ish claim. No, it's pretty bold.
Also the last 6 shows that we talked about after Sakamoto Days,
All Crunchyroll.
all on Crunchyroll.
Yep. Make a
So,
bold claim right now as we have the list
yeah.
up. I think, and this is going to be personal, but I'll apply it to like general viewers. Well,
Sure.
actually, not general viewers. We'll extend beyond more to like avid watchers. I think I'm going to have more fun with the smaller named series, like the new series that are coming out, than I am with the continuing series. Like, don't get me wrong, I am excited for Apothecary. I'm excited for the 100 Girlfriends. I'm excited for more ReZero. I'm excited to watch Sakamoto Days. I'm excited to watch Solo Leveling as well. Like, I'm like, those are all heavy hitters, top AAA level anime. I think I'm gonna have more fun watching like the Guild Receptionist one, and watching Impervious to Charms, and watching the I Have a Crush at Work, and Honey Lemon Soda, and the Neat one if it's not too
Yeah.
etchy. Like I feel like those I'm gonna have more enjoyable watch sessions than I am like with the next seasons, because the next season if it's like I just am dying to get to know what's happening next, versus like these ones I feel like I'm going to enjoy more.
I actually completely agree with you here. Like I know what's gonna happen in Solo Leveling. I'm looking forward to it. I know what's gonna happen in Sakamoto Days. I'm looking forward to it. I know what's gonna happen in Shangri-La Frontier. I'm looking forward to it. Like the bigger shows that are coming out with season 2s is like I've read because I've really enjoyed it.
Yeah.
And I'm looking forward to seeing it. But yeah, as you said, the smaller shows I feel like are gonna get a lot more attention from me. While
Yep.
the bigger shows, it's like, okay, I know what's gonna happen. I'll eventually get to it, whatever. Um, I think this is more so gonna be a filler season for me of just like I'm not gonna watch as much because I have a lot on my 1 episode list. I have a few on my 3 episodes, and then I
Yeah.
have like all the big shows, and then Zenshu, Guild Receptionist,
Oh yeah.
and yeah, those are like the two smaller shows that I have on my full watch list, other than the big shows. So it's one of those things like I feel like this season's gonna be a bit more calm, and then let's build our way back up to having another huge season,
Yeah.
uh, especially in the summer, because I believe the summer season is when Dan to Dan comes back. But that's
I
not neither here nor there.
yeah.
We are here in winter 2025. That has been your list. That has been our list as to what we're going to watch, what we're potentially going to watch, and what we're definitely not going to watch. Let us know what you're going to watch. Uh, Leave us a comment on our YouTube video and let us know. We will be back here next week with a brand new episode, but if you want shorter form content, please find us on the ever dying TikTok, which is impending death is coming in January.
Let's hope
We
not.
will. Let's hope
For
not.
our sake, let's hope not.
Let's hope not. Otherwise, we are also on YouTube Shorts. We are on Instagram. You can find our short form videos there. But until next time, Spark Triumph. We'll see you then.